everyone and welcome back. I thought I'd share with you guys my April favourites. Unfortunately I didn't get a chance to do any March favourites, but I'm hoping this video will make it up to you. The first thing I want to talk to you about is a skincare product. It's by Roche-Posay and it's the Effaclar Duo Plus. I know there is an Effaclar Duo, but I think the difference between that and this one is that this has something to help your I think it, oh no, with a pro-corad, an exclusive anti-marks active ingredient. So it gets rid of anti-redness and brown marks efficiently. So I think just reading that looks like what the difference is between this one and just the normal one. And the reason I picked this up was because my skin has been so bad recently. I know La Roche-Posay is a very good make, and I've heard a lot about obviously the brand and Effaclar Duo. I've read reviews on it, I've seen adverts for it, and so I thought I'd give it a go myself. And I did already have the Effaclar A.I, which is more of a targeted spot corrector, but I thought I'd give these two a go as a skincare regime for the time being. And I've been using them both for about 2 weeks now, and I've just noticed such a difference in my skin. I just thought I'd strip back all my sort of skincare routines, all my makeup, and I've just concentrated on using these two products after cleansing, after toning, morning and evening, and I would just basically use this on my cheeks and on my nose and under my chin and wherever else, just around my face. And then I will use the Effaclar A.I on any blemishes which I feel like I'm getting, any that are sort of just going away or any that are really prominent, and this just settles them right down. It gets rid of any redness. I do find that they usually go within 1 to 2 days, which I think is pretty good. Sometimes spots can hang around for sort of 2, 3, 4 days. So it's really good. I wouldn't say it was like a, you know, it doesn't get rid of them, but it definitely helps to calm them down, and it also helps to sort of the process of getting rid of them. So I've been really loving these two. I'm actually planning on doing a whole video for both of these products because I've just found them so good, and I've taken photos from like 24 hours after use, 48 hours after use, 2 weeks, which is today, and then I'll probably do one after 4 weeks. So yeah, so I'm concentrating on a video for that at the moment, but they've just been so good, and I just wanted to give a little nod to them in my April favourites. Next I'm going to show you some makeup bits that I've bought. I've recently bought the Rimmel Wake Me Up foundation, which I already owned, but I owned it in soft beige, which I just found was just slightly too orangey for my skin. It's such a shame because these are such good foundations, but they're not very light, and I don't have very fair skin, but I've just found soft beige far too dark, and Ivory is actually my perfect shade, so I'm really pleased I picked this up. And I actually picked it up in Morrison's, and everything was under £5 in the Rimmel bit, so I was really glad that I picked that up, because I just find this suits my skin so much more than soft beige, which I just found too orangey. I think at some point I'll probably try mixing the two, just so that I can carry on getting rid of this. They're not particularly expensive. I think they're about £9.99, but they're really good, and they've got sort of like an, I've done a blog post on it, a little review, but they've got anti-fatigue effect and radiant glow, which just basically means they've got like a shimmer in them, but I just find them really good, and the coverage is really nice. So I'm really pleased that I bought another one, because this one just suits my skin a lot more than the soft beige, so I thought I'd give that little mention in my favourites, which also brings me on to my next item, which is the Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer. Just because I love the Rimmel Wake Me Up foundation so much, I have been using the collection concealer, which I find really good, but sometimes I have 2 colours in them. I think it's cool, medium and medium, and medium I use with the Wake Me Up foundation, my original one, because it's just a little bit darker, and then the medium cool I just find sometimes is a little bit too pale. So I went out, after I bought my Wake Me Up foundation in Ivory, I went and picked up the concealer in Ivory, and I've been really enjoying that. I've been using it under my eyes and anywhere where I think I've just got like a little blemish. It's not as good in terms of staying power as the collection one. It's fairly watery, but sometimes I'm not really a massive fan of the collection one, where it can, sometimes it looks a bit cakey, I think. I don't know, I'm not 100% sold on the collection one. So I'm really enjoying that one because it's sort of more watery based, so that's good. Little find. Other makeup products I've been loving this month have been the Superstay Maybelline 24-hour colour. They look like that. They're not hugely expensive, but I think they're fairly expensive. I think they're about £9, £10, £11, and basically they're a 24-hour colour with sort of like a, you know, like a nice applicator on one end and just a tiny little bit of product, and then on the other end you get it's like a lip balm that just makes it more shiny, because they're quite matte, and you can get the replacement of the lip balms, which actually smell really, really nice. I really like using them just as a lip balm. And I originally bought the shade 185 Rose Dust, sorry, which looks like that, because it was just sort of like a fairly inoffensive colour, quite neutral, pinky colour, which I don't really wear a lot pink, but I was quite drawn to this. It was one of their best, they've got on the labels bestseller, so it was one of their best selling product colours, so I just thought I'll pick that up. And I really, really loved that so much that I bought red, and I don't really need any more red colours, but I thought I'd pick it up in this, and I've only used it once, and that was when I recently went to a concert, and I I had such difficulty getting it off. I'd put it on and I'd used a makeup wipe, I'd used a cleanser, and then I used a lip scrub, and I still felt like I had remnants of red left on my lips. So if you're on a night out, then that's a really, really good lipstick, but obviously if you just want it sort of daytime, or you know, like if you really want something to come off very easily, then I wouldn't recommend these. But yeah, they're really good in terms of staying power, and I think the colours are really nice, and I'll probably pick up another colour when I'm next in Boots or Superdrug or whatever. Another lip product that I've been really loving is the L'Oreal colour Riche in Molto Mauve, which looks like that. It's like a really, it's number 500. Another sort of pinky colour that I'm quite surprised I picked up, but it's like a dark pink. I'm really, really loving this. I'm wearing it at the moment, but when you look at it on the applicator, I think it looks quite matte, but I've got it on and it's very, very glossy, but I really, really like the colour. It doesn't stay put very well, but I'm loving the colour, and I nearly picked up another one of these the other day, but I sort of put it back down. But I think I'll probably pick a different colour up, but perhaps just a darker one next time, because they're really, really nice. I really enjoy them. The next thing I want to talk to you about is actually a hair product. It is the Schwarzkopf Got To Be Oil-Licious Weightless Dry Oil Mist with Argon Oil. I recently was having my hair done, and the shampoo that my hairdresser used had argan oil in it, and it smelled so lovely, and I'd picked this up the other day and put it down, and then I just thought, well, I've got to go back and get it because it was so nice. My hair felt so lovely after the shampoo, and I've gone and bought this. It's really, really good. It smells so nice, and it's so weightless. It doesn't make your hair feel like lank or sort of greasy or anything like that. And I've just used this every day, and it's really good for getting rid of those sort of like tiny little fine hairs that sometimes stand up in your partying, or like I often find, because I wash my fringe every day but I don't necessarily wash my hair every day, my fringe is always sort of like got little hairs poking out of it, so it's really good to just sort of get those little hairs down, and it also smells really nice, and it just makes my hair feel sort of lovely and smooth. So I've been really loving that this month. The next thing I want to talk to you about is actually a film. It's Disney's Frozen. I'm sure you've already heard a lot about it, but I didn't go and see it in the cinema, and I kept seeing it all over the internet, and of course the song is out at the moment, and I just thought, oh, I've got to get it because I really love Disney, and this is such a great film. I didn't really expect to love it, but it's just so good. It's just a really nice story. It's got really good characters in it. I always love an animal character, so and I just think the two females in it are just so great. The reason I like this Disney film so much is because it's not a typical Disney, you know, and it was all happily ever after. It really is about the sisters, not really about a love interest, although there is a little bit of a love story in there. And I just thought it was a really good film, so I'm really pleased I picked that up. And it wasn't even particularly expensive, because sometimes Disney DVDs are, you know, a little bit of a rip-off. They can get quite expensive, but I think that was about £10, so I was really pleased with that. The last product I want to talk to you about is actually a lip product, and it's by PapayaGold, and it's a Papaw Moisturising Balm, and it looks like this. And if you've been in any Boots store recently, then you may have noticed that they have stands where they have products that are currently trending, which I'm assuming just means popular products, but they're usually new products, and I've seen the likes of the Riche lipsticks on there, the Bumble chalk spray, and some Benefit products and things like that. And I was actually paying for a chocolate bar the other day at the till, and as I was waiting in the queue, I was just looking through the stand, and I noticed this. It's got, I think it's got Papaw blah 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 blah. But I think it's got Papaw fruit in it. I don't know, don't quote me on that. But it's just basically like Vaseline. You put it on your lips specifically, and or irritated skin. So presumably you could use that on sort of eczema, or, you know, really dry hands, something like that. But I saw it and I had to get it because I actually already own the Lucas Papaw Ointment, which also comes, these both come from Australia, both made in Australia, but I had to buy this off of Amazon, and I will leave a link down below because it's just so great. I really like this. I like this. This can stay in my handbag, but I love this. And this is good. I don't just use this on my lips, although I mainly use it on my lips, but it's also good for like cuts and grazes and sort of healing open wounds. It just heals things up so quickly, and I really love it on my lips as well. If I'm having a really particularly dry lip day, I'll usually use that sort of night, and then I'll wake up and my lips are lovely and soft. So this is a good alternative, obviously, that you can currently get in the UK. I've never seen this in the UK, although correct me if I'm wrong. I had to buy it off Amazon, and it was actually my mum. She had like a massive pot of it, and we ran out of that, and so I thought I'd buy this. But this is a pretty good alternative, but like I say, it's not as good. I just don't find it as effective, although it does make my lips lovely and soft. I'm just really in love with this product, that's all it is. So I thought that was a good little find, and I just had to pick it up. It's probably going to stay with me in my handbag or at work, I'm not really sure, but this one's definitely for home use. So I hope that you have enjoyed watching my video, and hopefully you've enjoyed me sharing some of my April favourites, and hope to see you soon. Bye bye.